Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to explain multiple inheritance in Java. This is one of the very important concept for your interviews as well as for your examination also. What is multiple inheritance? A class is created from more than one superclasses. Already I am having a class A. I am having one more superclass B. Like that I may have any number of superclasses. Okay. A subclass is created from more than one superclass is referred as multiple inheritance. But actually, to implement this, how we have to write? Already we have to take class A, but you can write capital letters, but no issue. Class A. Next, class B. Now we are creating what class? C class. We are creating C class from both A class and B class. Class C extends A, comma, extends B, or extends A, extends B. But in our Java language there is a rule. Our Java subclass should have only one superclass. But here it is having two superclasses. Because of that means a subclass is having more than one superclass. There is a possibility of data ambiguity. Duplicate data occurs. Okay, that's why Java does not support multiple inheritance. There is a rule in Java. That rule is every Java subclass should have only one superclass. But now here it is having two superclasses. Okay, it leads to error because now C class is created from A class and B class. Okay. Newly created class is called subclass. Already existing classes are called superclasses or parent class. The C class is having two superclasses. It is not possible. Okay. Hence, to work with multiple inheritance, we are going to use interface. Interfaces are used to work with multiple inheritance. Okay. Now I will explain you what is the difference between class and interface. Already I explained in my earlier class of Java. In a class, I can take what? Variables, constants. To declare constants in Java, we have to use final keyword. Final int x equal to 20. These are the constants. A class may contain variables, constants. To access variables and constants, we have to use what? Methods. Void read or void display. Here a method is having what? Statements. A method is having statements means body is referred as concrete methods. Concrete methods. That means in a class I may take variables, constants, concrete methods. We can take abstract method also. Abstract method means it will not have any statements, only declaration, empty method. Okay, but if a class contains at least one abstract method, we have to declare the class as abstract class. We will discuss abstract classes later, but as of now, okay, you have to think about a class may contain what? Variables, constants, methods. Methods are used to access variables. Okay. A method which is having statements is referred as concrete method. Now, come to interfaces. What is the purpose of interface? Interfaces will come into existence when we are going to work with multiple inheritance concept. Okay, sir. When you are going to work with inheritance concept, already we have used classes. Then why we have to use interfaces? Especially to work with what? Multiple inheritance. What is the difference between class and interface? An interface will contains, for example, to work with interface, we have to write interface name, sample. Interface will contain only constant values. To declare constants, we have to use final keyword, final int a equal to 10. If you try to change a value, error, because a is constant. It contains constants and abstract methods. Abstract method means only declaration. It will not have any statements. It is having only declaration. It is not having any statements. Okay. A method which does not have body means any statements, is referred as abstract method. A method which is having statements means which is having body is referred as concrete method. Okay, this is the way of writing interfaces. Normally you can take syntax also. Interface name, constants, abstract methods. They will ask you what is an abstract method. A method which does not have statements, which does not have body is abstract method. How to, again they'll ask you how to declare constants in Java. Final keyword is used to declare constants. You can write like this. But listen, sir, to create a class from already existing class, we have to use what keyword? Extends keyword. We have to use what keyword? Extends keyword. But to create a class from an interface, we have to use implements keyword. Okay, a class can extend other classes, but a class will implement interface. It means to create a class from existing class, we have to use extends keyword. But to create a class from an interface, we have to use implements keyword. But students, please all of you remember one thing. When you are going to create a class from interface, for example, I am writing class sample1. To create this sample1 class from which interface? Sample interface, we have to write implements. What is the class interface name? Sample. Sir, why are you writing implement keyword? Just now I explained. I am creating sample1 class from sample interface. To create a class from an interface, we have to use implements keyword. But students and friends, all of you remember one thing. When you are going to create a class from an interface, interface may have any number of abstract methods. It is not possible to declare concrete method here. It will lead to error. It is having only abstract method. There should be at least one abstract method. Interface contains constants and abstract methods. There should be at least one abstract method. Okay. Suppose sometimes we are having empty interfaces. Those interfaces are referred as marked or tagged interfaces. An interface which is nothing. It does not have any constant values. It does not have any abstract methods. Those interfaces are referred as marked or tagged interfaces. Okay. For example, now this interface is having constants and abstract method. Suppose if you have to declare variables in the interface, it is not possible. Interface will have only what? Constants and abstract methods. Please all of you remember one thing. When you are going to create a class from an interface, I am creating sample1 class from which interface? Sample interface. At that time, in the sample interface, you may have one abstract methods, two abstract methods, or three abstract methods. All these abstract methods should be defined in the newly implemented classes, means in newly created classes as public methods. For example, I am creating the sample1 class from sample interface. It is having read as abstract method. In this newly created class, I should define this read method as public, otherwise it will leads to error. Suppose it may have two methods. Read method is there, show method is there. Only abstract methods only. No no statements. If it is having statements, there are concrete methods. For example, now my interface is having two methods. One is show abstract method, second one is what? Read abstract method. When I am going to create a class, all these abstract methods should be defined in the newly created class as public. Sir, I want to create one more class. For example, class sample2. I am going to create one more class. Implements. I am creating this sample2 class. Which interface? Sample interface. If you create any number of classes, in all those newly created classes, we have to define all those abstract methods. Public void show, then we have to define public void read. Otherwise, it will lead to error. This is way of working with what? Interfaces. In next class, I will explain how to implement multiple inheritance using interface concept. We will see with the example. Please go through this video if you have any doubt, because this is one of the very important concept for your interviews as well as examination. That's why if you have any doubt, please comment in my comment section. I will respond to your questions. Please watch my video, like it, comment, share and subscribe. Those who already subscribed, thank you. Please subscribe my channel. Watch this video, comment, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.